This photo shows the Mariupol drama theater before the full-scale Russian invasion of Ukraine. And here are the ruins that were left after Russian aerial bombs on March 16, 2022.
How could they so openly, so cynically and so cruelly? Here the refugees hid in the drama theater. More than 1,000 killed people remain there under the rubble.
2 years have passed, but Mariupol resident Dmytro Tarasenko still remembers that day with horror. Then the opportunity to leave the city arose, and Dmytro and his family went to the gathering place of the evacuation convoy. They arrived at the theater a few minutes after the bombing, says Dmytro.
I saw the drama theater after it had already been destroyed. We were passing it. There was smoke, it was on fire. Such an atmosphere of the apocalypse. You drive, look out the window, people are walking, the building is on fire, and people are just walking past it collecting some things.
From the first days of the Russian full-scale war, the drama theater located in the city center was used by Mariupol residents as a shelter. Everyone who hid there was registered in a record book. Almost 2,000 people were registered in it. After the Russian bombing, about 150 people were able to get out from under the rubble of the theater. The killed could not be counted at that time. Also, the total number of victims of the Russian occupiers in Mariupol is still unknown. Dmytro Tarasenko saw with his own eyes many of the residents shot by the Russians and is sure there were a lot of killed.
There were cars shot up. It was clear that the people were also trying to leave the city and were simply shot. Russia says that in general very few civilians were killed there. But this is such a lie. It really hurts me to hear that.
When the Russians began bombing Mariupol, citizens wrote "children" in huge letters and in Russian language on the asphalt in front of the theater, in Russian especially for Russian pilots who dropped bombs on the city. But that didn't stop them.
2 years have already passed and I still cannot understand what they were thinking. What was in the mind of the one who threw these aerial bombs on the drama theater? There were 2 of them, because there it was written in huge letters, "children." There were neither military personnel nor the territorial defense forces.
Today, Mariupol residents have made this inscription out of candles at the opening of a photo exhibition. It was dedicated to the memory of the victims, says Yulia Dresvyannikova.
These were our people who unfortunately could not leave the theater. These were babies, these were women, these were elderly people. These were our deaf and mute children who were there. Therefore, the goal is to preserve the memory.
Having captured Mariupol, the Russians took the bodies of those killed in the drama theater outside the city and buried them in a mass grave. Later, the invaders announced that they intended to restore the theater, but Mariupol residents are against it. After the deoccupation of the city, there will be a monument to the killed citizens in this place.
I think it will really be such a memorial in honor of their memory.
Mariupol residents are confident that the Russian terrorists who bombed the drama theater will be punished for all their war crimes. Reported by Diana Kolesnik, Oleg Pritikin, UATV News.